everybody. I promise you, there are days where I don't know what to say or where to start. And I do love for my videos to naturally flow from one thing to another. But today's video is going to be one of those which may feel a little disjointed as I jump from one thing to another. So let's go. Okay, one of my pet peeves is when everyone, even some of the Sussex fans, believe it or not, are asking for Harry to return his titles or abdicate, to finally cut himself off from the racist, in inverted commas, institution. But then some of the loudest voices come with, "Oh, we really want it to happen, but it cannot be done because," and then they come with 101 excuses. No, 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 no. It can be done. It can, and it can, and it can, and all of it had been done before. Princely titles have been removed before. Ducal titles had been removed before. Royals had been removed from the line of succession. It had all been done before. And although the ducal title and position in the line of succession requires an act of Parliament, I am told from the horse's mouth, from a representative of Parliament, that they will not do so unless, number one, the King requests it, or number two, the person in question commits a crime. The rest of it all can be removed by a stroke of the pen belonging to and in the hand of the King. To remove a HRH only needs a signature of the King. So I'm begging all these royal commentators to, for a change, stick together and talk from one mouth and purely say, remove all the titles, take the man out of the line of succession. We don't care how it is done, just do it. Do it like you did it before. Okay, then let's talk about Archie's birthday photo and the one before that with Harry, Archie and Lily. Now look, I may be called a conspiracy theorist, but can someone please explain to me, how can the supposed Harry in the photograph be real? Come on guys, who cut a whole gash out of his right leg? Why is his right leg so much thinner than the other one? And how the heck can his left leg bend like that? I guess he has no bones in his left leg, because that would be the only way. Now Meghan wants to know why we don't like her, never believe her and do not trust her. Well, here is why. Exactly the reason why. It is because she is so vile and such a liar that we can't even believe anything coming from her, even if it is something concrete like a photograph. She even lies per photograph or via a photograph, as is evident in this picture. I mean, what happened in this picture? What other excuse can there be? Was Harry cut out from another picture? I have no idea. Archie grew about 10-15 centimeters since the Christmas photo. His hair went from curly to straight, and although we can't see the color on this particular photograph, we also know that it went from dark brown to ruby red, or shall I say port wine red, because it's definitely not a natural color. Also notice the strangeness of Archie's right buttock. As for the Archie on the balcony, positioned so that the sun forms a halo around his head, Well, all I can say is it fits right in with his so-called mother's delusions. As for Meghan's commentary, our son S-O-N, our son S-U-N. Ugh. You know, Meghan can't write to save her life. She's so cringy, so early teen. I'm at the point where I think both Meghan and Harry have blown their brains at some point. Anyway, so this year, just like the year before, and the year before that, and the year before that, the media brought out the same shite as before. Will Harry and Meghan attend the Met Gala this year? Oh, it would be so good for their PR. I'm sure they will attend. Well, again, they haven't. Now, let me tell the silly journalists and editors, Meghan Markle will not attend for as long as Anna Wintour is one of the organizers. Just accept it. It is not going to happen until Anna retires completely. That ship has sailed, at least for now. Okay, a question for all of you sleuths out there. I keep hearing that Serena Williams' marriage is in trouble. Now, Serena denies it and says it is absolutely not true. And Alexis Ohanian refused to comment. But my informant is adamant that she heard from the most reliable source that Serena and Alexis are not even living together anymore, regardless of the fact that both denied that rumor in March of this year. However, even when confronted with the article dating back to March, my informant insists that there is a huge issue, and Alexis is now mostly staying in one of his other properties. According to Serena, it is to save him traveling up and down for work. Now, my informant says definitely not. She says there's even talk of a custody battle looming. So is my informant's source correct, or is he or she wrong? The fact that Serena arrived at the Met Gala with Edward Enninful instead of her husband already looks like there could be something to the rumor. Now, don't get me wrong, not because of Edward though. I know he married his long-term partner, I think Alec Maxwell, in 2022, but purely because of the fact that she arrived without her husband. Tell me what you think, and or whether you heard anything. I would like to know. I think if true, it may just set a trend going, and we might hear something from our regular corner in Montecito if that is indeed true. Okay. I mean, it might just sort of move them along. Okay, guys, that is it for today. A short one. We'll meet again on the next one. So until then, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.